What does it take to become the perfect warrior, one whose life is dedicated to honor, skill, and the sword? The samurai were not just soldiers, they were a way of life, bound by an unbreakable code called Bushido. But how did these warriors rise to dominate Japan, and what led to their downfall? In the 12th century, Japan was a land divided by war. Amidst the chaos, a new kind of warrior emerged: the samurai. Trained from childhood in the deadly arts of combat, they mastered the katana, the bow, and the discipline of the mind. But it wasn't just their skill that made them fearsome. It was their unwavering loyalty. They served their lords, the daimyo, with absolute devotion, willing to die rather than face dishonor. This code of honor shaped Japan's destiny, making the samurai the true rulers of the battlefield. But what made the samurai more than just warriors? It was Bushido, the way of the warrior, a strict moral code demanding courage, righteousness, and self-sacrifice. To a samurai, death was not to be feared, but embraced if it meant preserving honor. Seppuku, the ritual of self-disembowelment, was a brutal yet respected act, proving the samurai's dedication to their code. This unwavering discipline made them nearly unstoppable, forging legends that would echo through history. With such power, could the samurai ever be challenged? Yes, and the greatest threat came from within. The Sengoku period, a time of endless war, saw samurai turning against each other, fighting for dominance. Clans like the Takeda, Oda, and Tokugawa waged brutal wars, seeking to unite Japan under their rule. The samurai were no longer just warriors, they were kingmakers, deciding the fate of the nation with every battle they fought. Who was the greatest samurai of all time? Many names stand tall, but few compared to Miyamoto Musashi. A master swordsman, undefeated in over 60 duels, Musashi revolutionized combat with his two-sword style. He was not just a warrior, but a philosopher, writing the Book of Five Rings, a guide to strategy and life itself. His legacy proves that the samurai were not just fighters, they were thinkers, artists, and masters of discipline. But how did the samurai live off the battlefield? Unlike mere soldiers, they were scholars, poets, and strategists. Many practiced calligraphies, tea ceremonies, and Zen meditation, seeing war and art as two sides of the same coin. Their refined culture stood in stark contrast to their violent profession, showing that true strength lay in both the sword and the mind. Could a samurai ever betray his master? History tells us of the 47 Ronin, a legendary group of samurai who avenged their fallen lord, even when it meant certain death. Their story of loyalty, patience, and ultimate sacrifice is still told in Japan today. It proves that to a true samurai, honor was greater than life itself. What happened when the samurai faced a new kind of warfare? The introduction of gunpowder and muskets in the 16th century changed everything. Samurai, once the masters of hand-to-hand combat, now faced enemies who could kill from a distance. Some adapted, embracing new weapons, while others clung to tradition. This clash between the old and new shaped Japan's future forever. For centuries, the samurai held power, but no empire stands forever. The arrival of foreign influence in the 19th century changed everything. Guns and modern warfare made their traditional combat style obsolete. The Meiji Restoration sought to dismantle the samurai class, replacing it with a modern army. Many warriors resisted, but the age of the sword was ending. The last stand of the samurai came in the Satsuma Rebellion of 1877, a desperate yet valiant fight that sealed their fate. Did the samurai truly disappear? While the warriors themselves faded, their spirit never died. Their code of honor, discipline, and resilience still influence Japan today, from martial arts to business ethics. The samurai may be gone, but their legacy remains, reminding us that true warriors are not just those who fight, but those who live with honor. If the story of the samurai fascinated you, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more epic journeys through history. Let me know in the comments. Which legendary warrior should we cover next?